In other 1980s news, and as reported by Variety and Vanity Fair and all over everywhere, James Earl Jones retires as Darth Vader, but has taken steps to keep his voice alive. It's kind of, he's just going to have John do it.
Yep.
Or at least the breathing
From
part.
now on, I've got it. Yeah.
Just the breathing part.
John's
Luke.
the new Vader.
Now, of course, everybody knows, right? Jones first voiced the iconic villain in 1977 with A New Hope, which was just called Star Wars then, while David Prowse appeared on screen in the actual costume. Of course, David Prowse notoriously thought he was voicing Darth Vader,
Right.
and didn't realize he wasn't until he showed up to a screening of the film. And that began his long spiral right out of the good graces of Lucasfilm. But anyway, so James Earl Jones, however, is stepping away. That said, the force is strong with him because this 91-year-old who's been doing it for nearly 50 years has signed off to allow them to use archival voice recordings to recreate his character's voice in future Star Wars productions. And we've already talked about this once before because Lucasfilm has enlisted the help of a company called Respeecher, which is actually a Ukrainian startup that uses AI to essentially, take little snippets of all the archival audio and create new dialogue. It's pretty insane.
It is.
They had used it first with creating the young Luke Skywalker in, the Boba Fett series, which in the Mandalorian episodes of the Boba Fett.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, because I don't think they did it at the end of the Mandalorian. I don't think that's how they did it.
Wait. No, I think it was the Mandalorian.
Well, at the end of the Mandalorian, Luke shows up, but I don't know if they had used Respeecher then.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think they did a different thing. They had a double or something. Or they had Mark Hamill talk just a little higher pitch. I'm Luke. I'm young and full of testosterone. Can't you tell?
I haven't had my car wreck yet or had my hand cut off.
Yeah, I made out with my sister.
But I will.
But they definitely used it for Luke in the Book of Boba Fett. And they also used it in the more recent Obi-Wan Kenobi series when Darth Vader shows up. And I gotta say, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It didn't even occur to me that it wasn't.
Yeah.
James Earl
It's
Jones,
convincing
right?
because it's all those little things. Like I have one of those stupid skills. Like there's lots of things I can't do, but I have this weird skill. Like I can pick out voice talent when I'm watching a cartoon or animation. I'm like, boom, that's such and such, and
I like doing that too. Yeah.
There's like a timbre to his voice. There's the cadence, there's a rhythm, and they've captured all of that. Revoice has done a great job of it. So it's not even fake. It is his voice.
Yeah.
Just being it's been dehydrated and reconstituted into new words kind of. And so you're getting all those same little inflections and things that your ear, like you don't know you're listening to it, but your brain knows and you can tell.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is.
Adding some real life drama to the on-screen drama of these various Star Wars series.
Yes.
Bogdan Belayev is the 29-year-old speech artist who was tasked at this Ukrainian company with creating these new recordings for Lucasfilm. Again, he's located in Ukraine. And so on February 24th, tragedy struck when Russia invaded his country. As the air sirens were, screaming through the city of... Do you guys know how to say this city name? Lviv? I've heard it different ways, and I remember hearing it the correct way once, and now I don't remember. Look, I'm an American, so I don't know anything outside of my immediate continental U.S. But anyway, this young artist was hurrying as the threats of bombs and other military action against his country are rolling in here, hurrying to finish the project and send it off to Lucasfilm before God knows what. He doesn't have the ability to do it because he has to flee or worse. And he says, quote, if everything went bad, we would never make these conversions delivered to Skywalker Sound, he says. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, they say not every hero wears a cape. Is this?
Wow.
Because I'm a super nerd, is it too much to...
Right? The man who saved
hero?
Vader's voice in the face of war, right? It basically is what it was.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
I think he's a notch above John here, joining us. With the threat of
a hurricane's nothing, right?
Yeah.
That'll be gone in 2 days.
Right.
So does that mean that we won't have to record the podcast ourselves soon enough. We can just do a sampling of our voice, give it a script, and it'll just, every Monday we'll listen to see what we said. That'd be cool.
No.
Yeah, John, that's going to be hilarious and fun to do, right? I mean, if you think when was it deepfakes started, that technology was sort of, removed. It was, expensive, or it was out of the hands of the layperson. Now I think there's free versions of this kind of software you can download. And if you're a clever enough, person, you could figure out how to use it. Yeah, ReSpeecher, some kind of democratized version of ReSpeecher is probably coming.
Yeah.
You and I, we have the archival audio necessary to feed this thing. I would love to be able to say to an AI, create, because that's how it would work. It's like create funny podcast about whatever and just play that every week. Right. That would be the most popular show ever, I think.
You have it ingest about 100 episodes. Give it all the archival audio. It indexes everything, and
this sounds really unfun.
A show we've never recorded. Here's Will. Hey, it's the podcast
I just say hey all the time.
1980s. Now you're listening to
Hey
show. Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
You're listening to 1980s now, because it takes the vowels from different places,
stitches them together. Way to go, Will Alexa.
Yeah.
No, this sounds really unfun.
How so? You could listen to it. I mean,
then I wouldn't get to hang out with you guys anymore. There'd be no need.
No, you can hang out with me. I just type in what you want to talk about. What you want to talk about.
Right. You don't need a mic anymore.
Let's say talk to Kat about Halloween decorations.
Right.
Hey, Kat.
Will, you could say generate creative pun about Max Caulfield, and it would do it for you. Then you wouldn't have to skip it.
That's where it would come in handy.
It would come in handy. If you're stumped, just hit a button that goes, in other news.
If we get that, I'm doing a whole show like that. I am not. I almost didn't record tonight. Those weeks, it would definitely be at least those weeks. Once a month, it'd be robots. We should just do it with whatever's available. It doesn't even have to sound like us. It could just sound like, a robot.
It's the voiceover TikTok lady, right? Whatever, that's crazy.
Oh,
it could be.
That's so annoying. That voice.
It is. Yeah.
I can't.
It could be the voice of
voiceover.
It could be the voice of Whopper from War Games. Y'all play a game. Hey, welcome back to another episode of 1980s.
Nuclear 1980s.
In other 1980s news.
That's pretty good, Will. I like that.